He canceled death. He gave you the blueprint, the ingredients, the formula to his will. Glory to God.
Right there.
That situation was just a
right there, bro.
affliction, but God was with you through them all. Hallelujah. You're still here, bless God. He prepares us for the battle. And as we become spiritually alert, we won't become blindsided or caught sleeping on the job, unexpectedly, without warning, surprisingly caught off guard. We won't be if we're spiritually alert. Amen? Put on the full armor of God, Ephesians 6:11-12, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we are not contending against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the world rulers of this present darkness, against the spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Woo. I'm going to read this real quick from the Message translation. You know I love my Message translation and my Passion translation. And it does not take away from reading the NIV or the King James or the New King James or the Amplified. I'm just laying a little bit of gold flavor, a little bit of icing on the cake. Amen? Ephesians 6:11-12. And that's about wraps it up. God is strong, and he wants you strong. So take everything the Master has set out for you. Well-made weapons of the best material, and put them to use so you will be able to stand up to everything the devil throws your way. This is no weekend war that we'll walk away from and forget about in a couple of hours. This is the key, a life or death fight.
Surgery Hour. Dr. Lederman, the leading cancer expert, treats prostate cancer non-invasively. He was the first in New York with fractionated brain radiosurgery, and he's the first in America and in the Western Hemisphere with body radiosurgery. You can also call Dr. Lederman at 212-CHOICES for a free informative booklet and DVD. Hey, Dr. Lederman, we're back.
We are back. I want to tell you about an 81-year-old man who came in with his wife and family and daughters. He had a melanoma on the back in the past. And last month he developed vomiting. He started vomiting tremendously. He had an endoscopy ultrasound. The doctors attempted to do biopsy of a mass but couldn't do it. They opened up his belly. They found a mass by his pancreas and a nodule on the diaphragm. It was biopsy-proven adenocarcinoma, so he has metastatic cancer. His high cancer markers, his CA19-9, which is a cancer marker for pancreas cancer, was almost 500. He's lost 25 pounds in 2 months. This is a man who's an engineer, businessman. He's been fully active. He's lost 25 pounds in 2 months with nausea. He was perfect health up till that time. He's had no blood loss. He had an MRI which showed a mass by the duodenum. His cancer marker, the CA19-9, was 388. And he had a nodule in the right lower lobe. He came to us after he had that surgery, which just didn't work. I evaluated him. I got new cancer markers. I got a PET scan, and lucky for him, that mass in the lung does not appear to be cancer. It's calcified. He does, however, have the mass by the pancreas duodenum, and he's got several nodules on the diaphragm. I spoke about all the options. We spoke about chemo, and he's already seen chemo doctors actually back home. He's from a neighboring state, and he wants to have our treatment. He wants to be treated with radiosurgery to shrink down that mass. Why? Because the mass is growing, and he knows even if he has chemo, even if chemo works, it only works temporarily. And it's going to be painful to watch this one. And I got to say, I'm a big Thibodeau fan. I mean, what he's done for the franchise, what he's done since he got here. But if he does lose first round, and this team, I mean, really, we're all healthy right now. We're pretty healthy. We're about as healthy as you can get.
Yep.
If we lose first round, I think he's going to be on the hot seat.
I think it's over. If they lose in the first round, I think it's over for Tom Thibodeau in New York.
Yeah, there's got to be a little love between. I mean, come on, what he's done, and you got to remember too. With Jalen Brunson and Ricky Brunson underneath, coaching with them, and Leon Rose, this connection's deep with all these guys, and I don't think they're ready to break it up right away. But if they lose first round, somebody's got to take the fall. You can't fire all the players, right?
And how do you justify keeping the guy? I mean, what would you say to justify? It's like, oh, well, we keep getting close, but, we keep missing it, but we'll get it next year.
Well,
Yeah, this is a... possibly play. We said it, I don't know, about a month ago. We're going to do a trade war. He actually said something to the effect of, or any other kind of war. And
decisions because we're potentially so busy, or we don't have time to prepare our meals properly.
Martella Anderson, what is this? What do you think it is? A radio. You don't know what a radio looks like? Are you serious? It's a radio. It's a radio, and I'm tuning on the AM band. That's what it is. Wow. Oh, my God. What is this? A radio. Jesus Christ.
On a daily basis, I keep reading
Wow.
research that's coming up through the woodwork, but I think the two things that stand out to me with sleep is that it's a
It's a radio, and I live in New York, and that's WOR. There you go. A little more detail right there.
We need that time.
Wow. You never heard of a radio?
Strengthen our bodies. We also need that time to detoxify.
Holy
as well.
moly.
And so over the course of the day, we might be building
radio.
up certain toxins in our body, and at night we, if we're relaxed and we're sleeping well, we should be able to let go of some of these toxins. And so I think it's, when we're not sleeping properly, even things like growth hormone is affected. And so you see in aging people, as we get older, people have more and more trouble sleeping. And so you'll start to see the muscle wasting in especially older people. Perhaps when you're younger, you don't really see or notice that as much. But when you get older, if you're not sleeping properly, it can manifest as
Sledgehammer. Yeah. What is this? That's Peter Gabriel right there. That's what that is. Wow. It's Peter fucking Gabriel. There you go. A Zoomer radio out of Canada. You're hearing to Peter Gabriel Sledgehammer. That's what that is. Wow. I'm very bright early tonight. Shine my skin. Jump for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't care about copyright. I don't care about copyright. Let it play. Let the answer stay there.
Consumer Radio, the original.
original greatest hits.
There you go, see? Zoomer Radio. Out of Toronto, Canada, here into Yonkers, New York, USA. Wow, good signal. Good signal tonight there. Here we go. Wow. WSB out of Atlanta, Georgia, coming into Yonkers, New York.
WSB has a team of creative brand builders who know how to get your message out and grow your business. Join the elite of Atlanta small businesses to cruise to the next level. Thanks to WSB. Just go to WSBradio.com and click the advertise button in the top navigation bar, and someone will contact you shortly. Grow your business the right way with WSB Radio.
You want to give back to an individual with disabilities and help change their life? The Guidebook Foundation and American Veterans are seeking volunteers to help raise future guide or service dogs. Puppy raisers provide loving homes for puppies until they are old enough to begin formal training. Help raise an adorable pup into a future guide or service dog for a person who is blind, visually impaired, a veteran, or a first responder. Visit puppy.guidedogs.org to learn more. That's guidedogs.org. Sponsored by the Guide Dog Foundation.
We have liftoff right on time. Tremendous amounts of fire showering off the little yaw vehicle. He cleared the towers. 55 years ago today, I heard on WFT radio. Any guess what that was? Oh, Tom Hanks. Lifted off on Apollo 13. I really Tom Hanks didn't love it, but yeah, 55 years ago today, Apollo 13.
All right, there you go. WSB out of Atlanta, Georgia, coming into Yonkers, New York, baby. There you go. DX. Hello, Mitchell Koska. Yeah, and Ray Landkill. Okay, there we go. Get a little smiley face or whatever that is. I don't know what that. I can't see. I'm on the phone, so I can't. The emoji doesn't come out well here. And hello, Elmo Time. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I'm just tuning some bands tonight. WJR out of Detroit, Michigan. There's a bleed over from WABC, but let's see if we can hear some WJR. There's a lot of bleed over there. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. None of that enough. There you go. WJO out of Detroit, Michigan.
Without a preventable accident, register online at Red Eye Radio Show.
There you go. Midway DX, baby.
The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petco Shopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and At Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Todd Mills, editor of Overdrive, with a big congrats to owner-operator
There you go.
Current reigning champ is our Trucker of the Year at overdriveonline.com. Read all about his one-truck independent business and learn from his path toward putting 4 million miles on the
Much better.
1995 Kenworth C600.
Don't let that
story at the Trucker of the Year section. Get
don't let that station.
Your award program yourself by nominating your own.
However, this radio does not have up a single sideband, so if I would have had single sideband, it would have been better. But I have to do what I can with it. Get the bandwidth down to 3 kilohertz. That's the lowest this one can go. And just move the radio around and null it out enough that you can hear the station. Overtime, I worked on a video project for a couple of hours tonight. I'm too tired to do any more. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it can be exhausting.
A home security system, I would have realized way too late she's gone.
Right now, Vivint is offering a free doorbell camera with any new plan, plus free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Smart locks, lights, cameras, and more make Vivint Home Security the smartest way to protect your family and prevent a tragedy. Vivint is the #1 smart home service provider in the U.S. Protection is just a phone call away. Call 800-953-6693. That's 800-953-6693. Monthly service agreement required for free installation.
And just like that, gold prices hit yet another all-time high. Investors, central banks, billionaires from all around the world are flocking to own physical gold and silver. And guess what? Your chance to get off the sidelines and join this bull market is right now. My name is Jeremy Blossom. I'm with Advantage Gold, the #1 customer-rated gold company in America, and we have a free gold investment guide to help you understand what's going on.
There's a nice little antenna of FM. FM DXing, I gotta say, this is a nice little antenna right here.
8,000 today.
For FM.
This guide, it's 100.
You got the gamma match. If you see the back of it, it's a gamma match.
And learn why now is the right time to own physical gold
Okay.
and silver. And if you call now,
It's not it's just a screw and a nut. There is no capacitor in there. It's just a gamma match. But I'm gonna say this antenna for FM kicks ass. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I got that ring antenna, baby. I got the kit. I got it in today. Actually, yesterday, what I'm saying is.
Welcome and good morning. Thanks so much for being here this morning, as always.
The DX286 is awesome. Ultralight portable shortwave radio. I love mine. Yeah, I love this guy. This is the
whole thing.
best radio out there right now for ultralight. FM DXer, medium wave DXer, shortwave, long wave. I will put the link in the description at the end of the live stream.
They find another Republican who's going to vote no, and neither of them vote. They cancel out.
That's WJR Red Eye Radio out of Detroit, Michigan.
What if they don't find another one? Well, the problem is that's 2 votes. Yeah, yeah. You don't have a
coming in loud and clear
in the House. Yeah. That's the problem. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem.
There you go. WABC, of course. Excuse me. WABC.
So you can see with clarity.
Local
stars,
station.
for example. And there's also the other component of measuring the quality of the atmosphere, and that would be, besides transparency, seeing. Seeing has to do with how much particles are in the sky, pollution, for example, in the atmosphere, or maybe the amount of water vapor, so the humidity. So these 2 major kind of factors have got to be taken into consideration when you talk about viewing the sky, whether it's from the
You're so right, Doctor. You're so right.
Yeah. And but anyway,
yeah, overtime. There we go.
And also, you have the larger object, Venus. You can't miss Venus. Venus is.
Oh my gosh! It's like an airplane floodlight, right, in the sky.
And also,
and the little 70 centimeter GMRS. The little teeny weeny one right here.
Like the moon. Wow, that's fantastic. You can see.
Totally amazing. And on a lighter note, I wanted to say this, so everybody out there doesn't think
$22 total on Amazon.
Any guy that's courting a
I have the link. I have the link in the.
It could be the other way around.
I posted a video.
I say this to the love of my life, Diana.
Yesterday, yeah.
I'll look at the sky and she'll say, "Oh," and we'll look at the sky. "Oh, that star twinkles so beautiful." Hold the phone. The science geek is going to say, right, Carl? No.
So this one is FM
because the atmosphere scintillates, and that's what makes the star twinkle.
This one is FM.
What I say. I've come to
actually, it's 80 megahertz up to.
Diana, every star twinkle. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a good way to get out of trouble?
I suppose you also say, and you twinkle, my dear, as well.
So much more to talk about here. You know, if you have questions, 1-800-848.
Oh, yeah, you can use it.
Rare opportunity to talk with people, of course.
that have the nose.
This one does have an internal ferrite.
Experience, and just a little sneak peek into next
So
week.
yeah, this radio has an internal ferrite.
Very sadly, on a somber note,
So,
the loss of all those individuals.
This one, go to my video. It's under $20, but with taxes and everything, it came out to like $22 and change.
Go out to those souls. May they rest in peace.
It was like $22 and change total with taxes and $1 shipping.
Disasters. How about this legendary drummer?
I know it's like $22 and change for all 4 antennas.
He's going to tell us about the horrible airplane crash that the band experienced back in 1977. I call Artemis.
Yeah. No, that's a very good deal. And you know, all the way from China, I got it here in 8 days. 8 days. That's not bad. 8 days is not bad.
This UFO conference of people all over the world called Contact in the Desert. We'll be speaking with the organizer and owner of such an event. So if you're interested in what goes above in the nighttime sky, whether it be drones, UFOs...
Dr. Sky. We know who that is, Dr. Sky. I love Dr. Sky. Yeah, 8 days very, very fast. Because it was projected to be here on the 18th. So I got it yesterday. So I was like, wow, pretty cool. Well, not yesterday. Not yesterday. Day before yesterday, excuse me. So 8 days. Yeah, 8 days, pretty fast.
Kidney disease and will be styled in attires from
CKLW out of Windsor, Ontario.
Entertaining the audience. Plus hors d'oeuvres, silent auction, photo
Canada.
and more. Tickets are $65 for general seating or $90 for VIP. Get details at kidney.ca/events.
Are you or someone you love impacted by Parkinson's disease? Are you connected to a community of support? If not, it's time.
Yeah, I'm using the internal ferrite on this one.
Ontario has a large network of
I'm using the internal.
For people living with Parkinson's, their care partners, and loved ones.
Of course, Elmer, when you're using this one, you have to switch it from external to internal. Medium wave. There is a function, internal to external. And also, there is a built-in amplifier on this one. I had to turn mine off. So it also has a built-in amplifier in this one. So you got to keep that in mind too. For example, when I hooked this one up to the MLA30, I had to turn up the amplifier in this one. Now, when I hooked it up to the U-loop, I left the amplifier on. But internally, I turn it off. When I'm using, because, you know, otherwise it overloads in here. So right now it's off too, the amplifier. Okay, my SIA 4732 was held up. It took a month and a half to arrive. Yeah, I know. Mine took about a little over a month. Yeah.
Where did I mess up? Where did I go wrong? Yes, these things I never know. As I lay awake, going round and round.
Look, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. I even forgot about that. That this one has a built-in amplifier. And it was overloading on the lower portion of my medium wave band. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is this overload? And as soon as I turn it off, with my MLA30, because my MLA30 is amplified, obviously, you know that. You already know that. Because you don't want to amplify this and the MLA30. That makes no sense. You're going to overload it. So as I turned this one off, the signals were booming in. I even heard 530 kilohertz out of Cuba with this radio with the MLA30. And 640. I got Cuba that night. So, definitely a DXer.
Anomaly was observed earlier
earlier this month by the unnamed witness who recalled that, quote, I saw a big black circle in the sky over the horizon and stopped to watch it when I realized it wasn't a regular aircraft. Estimating that the anomaly was the size of a bus or larger, the witness noted it was moving around in a way she couldn't understand, like it was undulating. You can check out the story and, in fact, see the video.
Yeah, I have a few.
The carousel up at Coast to Coast AM.
I have a few. I have a couple of. I have this one.
Shows hitting the road again throughout 2025, and coming up shortly, Saturday, April 9th.
I have a few. I have a couple of them.
Here's senior producer Tom Danheim.
But I mean, the audio on this is pretty good right now.
Well,
and this right now in this room, I can hear it loud and clear.
To leave out Dream On tonight.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, a bit cliche. So yeah, as you said, we're going to be at the beautiful Booth Playhouse in Charlotte, North Carolina. We call it Radio to Stage. Saturday, April 19th. One of our guests on stage on the line with you right now, Samantha Faye, Dream Interpreter. How are you, Samantha?
I'm good. How are you, Tom?
I am doing okay. You getting excited about the show? It's coming up.
I'm so excited.
And I mean, the speaker on this thing is pretty cool.
How are you, Samantha?
WGY out of Albany, New York.
I am so excited. I think we're all going to have a fantastic time.
A lot of them are coast to coast. Same time here.
And get answers, problems, and insights and challenges that they may be thinking about. So volunteers from the audience are going to be able to come on stage and tell me about their dreams, and hopefully I can help them and give them some insight.
And what do you want people to learn? So in other words, if they come to you, walking over to you.
Let me put WNYC, NPR station, BBC World Service overnight.
The country is now run by the military, and relief efforts have been hampered by the country's international isolation and also the continued violence between the military and various rebel groups. A ceasefire was declared by the junta after the quake, but sources tell us it's not been observed. Well, in the rebel stronghold of Saigang, these people said they've hardly had any help at all since the quake. 16 children died here. Nuns, monks, students, elderly people, all dead.
Everything collapsed on top of a woman. There at the water basin, 2 months and another woman died. And here someone was killed too. Nothing has come in for the reconstruction. No donations. Only food for the aid workers.
Well, earlier this week, my colleague Tim Frank spoke to a resident in the city of Mandalay, which was hit very badly by the quake. Her name is Nikki.
Since the earthquake, we feel very insecure because I'm not very sure if the building is safe or not. So we decided to stay out of the building. And some people, they stay beside the road. Some people do not have any shelters. They just grab their mattress there. Also, we have the problems like Myanmar people, they are two very different economic status. Some very rich and some very poor. Before the earthquake, there are lots of migrants, and one of my friends, he was driving on a motorbike. He was pushed and his motorbike was robbed like that, even in the downtown area. So they are very poor people, and then they are harming their other people. I'm not blaming them because they have no choice also. A couple of days ago, there was rain, so people are not prepared yet. The whole day, the sun was shining, the heat from the ground and the heat from the sun. It's like we are being baked in an oven. So people...
Let me turn that off for a couple of minutes. I'm going to put the weather band on the E100. Just so you can hear the weather reception here. E100, of course. The SH data E100. I'm going to play it for a little bit, and then I'll switch back to the DX286. So let me turn it on.
Frequency mode.
And I'll put on the weather band.
On.
Near the water shoreline. Do not drive through flooded roadways. Coastal flood statement remains in effect Saturday morning. Coastal flood statement remains in effect Saturday evening. What? For both the Saturday morning and Saturday evening coastal flood
Let me zoom
statements,
in a
up
little
to
bit.
1/2 foot of inundation above ground level expected in vulnerable areas near the waterfront and shoreline. Where? Southern Nassau County. When? For the first coastal flood statement, Saturday morning. For the
I'll leave it
second
for a few
coastal
minutes.
flood statement, Saturday evening. Impacts. Brief minor flooding in the more vulnerable locations near the waterfront and shoreline.
Oh, you have a frost alert. Okay, wow. No, it's been chilly here, too.
Coastal flood statement remains in effect Saturday.
Right now, we're going to get a bunch of
Coastal
rain.
flood statement remains in effect Saturday evening. What? For both the Saturday morning and Saturday evening coastal flood statements, up to 1/2 foot of inundation above ground level expected in vulnerable areas near the waterfront and shoreline. Where? Southwest Suffolk County. When? For the first coastal flood statement, Saturday morning. For the second coastal flood statement, Saturday evening. Impacts. Brief minor flooding of the more vulnerable locations near the waterfront.
Excuse me. I'm going to tell you the E100 out of all my radios has the best weather band reception, period.
Gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain near 100%. Saturday, rain in the morning, then light rain likely with a chance of drizzle in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-40s. North winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for the New York City metropolitan area. Overnight, rain. Lows in the upper 30s. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain near 100%. Saturday, rain in the morning, then light rain likely with a chance of drizzle in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-40s. North winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night, cloudy. Light rain likely with a chance of drizzle in the evening, then a chance of light rain and drizzle after midnight. Lows in the upper 30s. North winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 70%. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of light rain and drizzle in the morning, then partly sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s. North winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Sunday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s. Here is the extended forecast. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Lows around 50. Tuesday, partly sunny. A chance of rain in the morning. Highs in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 30%. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday. Chance of precipitation near 100%. Saturday, rain and snow in the morning, then rain likely with a chance of snow in the afternoon. Snow accumulation up to 1 inch. Highs in the upper 30s. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour.
No! What the hell?
90%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy. Near steady temperature in the mid-30s. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Sunday, partly sunny. Not as cool with highs in the mid-50s.
Is this one upstate?
North winds 5 to 10
Yeah, I know.
miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy.
Unless I'm getting a weather DX.
Upper 30s. Northwest winds around 5 miles
Weather
per
band
hour.
DX, maybe. Let's see.
Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s.
I'm going to leave it here.
Monday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Not as cool with lows in the upper 40s. Tuesday, partly sunny. A chance of showers in the morning. Highs in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 30%. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Cooler with lows in the upper 30s. Wednesday, partly sunny. Cooler with highs in the upper 40s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Cold with lows in the lower 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Thursday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then mostly cloudy with a chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of rain 30%. Friday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Highs in the upper 50s. The current time is 1:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Here is the area weather summary. Low pressure moves up the coast into Saturday morning. Then it slowly moves away from our area later Saturday and Saturday night. High pressure arrives into our region later Sunday into Monday before shifting offshore. A cold front crosses our region later Monday night into Tuesday, followed by a secondary cold front Tuesday night. High pressure builds enduring Wednesday, then a cold front should arrive on Friday. At 1 a.m. at Sussex Airport, rain was falling. The temperature was 42 degrees, the dew point 38 degrees, and the relative humidity 85%. The wind was north at 10 miles an hour, gusting to 21 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.03 inches and falling. At Andover, the temperature was 40 degrees, the dew point 36 degrees, and the relative humidity 86%. The wind was northeast at 8 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 34. The pressure was 30.01 inches and falling. Elsewhere in New Jersey it's 1 a.m. Rain was falling with a temperature of 43 at Caldwell, 42 at Teterboro, 44 at Newark, and 40 at Trenton. At Morristown, mixed precipitation was falling with a temperature of 41. At Somerville, rain and fog were reported with a temperature of 42. Conditions in eastern Pennsylvania at 1 a.m. Rain was falling. It was 39 at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 36 at Hazleton, 35 at Mount Pocono, 41 at Allentown, and 42 at Philadelphia. Conditions in New York at 1 a.m. Rain was falling with a temperature of 37 at Binghamton, 40 at Montgomery, 41 at Newburgh, 40 at Poughkeepsie, 42 at Albany, and 40 at New York City. At White Plains, rain and fog were reported with a temperature of 40. Once again, at 1 a.m. at Sussex Airport, it was 42 degrees with rain, and in Andover, it was 40 degrees. This is NOAA Weather Radio out of Ferguson, New Jersey on a frequency of 162.500. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards, the voice of the National Weather Service on station KZZ31 on a frequency of 162.50 megahertz. This programming originates from the National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey. The station provides a 24-hour broadcast of 7-day public forecast.
There you go, Mount Holly. I know what's that. Yeah, that's mid New Jersey. It there is it is colder out there, almost near the Pennsylvania border. So yeah, it is but it's been chilly all these days. It's been really cold. Mount Holly, yeah. I'm familiar with that. Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey is near that Mount Holly. I know the area well. I've been to Six Flags many times. So that's like almost mid-state. So it's about a good 30 miles, maybe 40 miles away or something. Yeah. So yeah, I get this one. I thought it was when I heard it, I thought it was a DX, but it's not.
Highs in the upper 30s.
But the fact that it picks it up is pretty good.
Here is the tide information. It's Sandy Hook. High tide is at 8:14 a.m. Saturday and 8:32 p.m. Saturday. Low tide is at 2:15 a.m.
well, that's my
Saturday
local
and 2:26 p.m. Saturday. At the Battery, high tide is at 8:43 a.m. Saturday and 9 p.m. Saturday. Low tide is at 2:47 a.m. Saturday and 2:59 p.m. Saturday. At Kings Point, high tide is at 11:57 p.m. Friday, 12:25 p.m. Saturday,
right.
and 12:27 a.m. Sunday.
There you go. SH data. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Let me zoom out. Sorry about that. And that focus there. So this is the E100. I'm gonna say that this radio on weather band reception is very, very good. I'm in a basement, underground, and I heard those two stations. So this radio is everything else I don't know, but definitely sensitive on the weather band with this radio. The E100. I say that E100. Okay, so there you go. Let me put it back over here, and then this one, of course, is the D22. No, it's the 220. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother with the 220. I'll leave that 220 right there. Leave it right there. Let me just turn on the. I'm gonna put some FM on this guy. Put some FM on. There's some music. The RDS is nice. Look at that. Bam. I don't want to keep it on because the antennas, this thing is moving. Okay, let me stabilize this thing. Yeah, I know I got the bling, got the bling, got the bling. And hello, RRT08. That antenna is very good on FM. I'm going to tell you that. Don't sleep on this antenna. On FM is bringing in the DX. There you go. Yeah, all right. Bling antenna. Helmet on that. And the 4732 with that ring antenna looks like steampunk setup. Futurist. I know. I like it. I love that antenna. So far, that's my favorite out of all of them. Because the FM performance on that one is pretty damn good. You got to tune it, but it's really good on FM. So that's good for like FM DXing. You want to null out another signal. This antenna is great. Better than the whip. With the gamma match. Got the gamma match. See that? The gamma match. Let me flip it. You see the gamma? Look at that. Look at the gamma match. Gamma match. All right. RDS. Look at that signal. Look at that signal. Look at that signal. Wow. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello, Ken Martin. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, they do like the loop antennas.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
Hi, I'm Steve Harris, founder of Harris Law. When the steps in Sandra's apartment collapsed, she sustained multiple fractures. Her landlord denied responsibility, claiming no prior notice of any dangerous conditions. We got her $925,000. I'll tell you how right after this.
Have you been the victim of negligent malpractice? Harris Law, New York's premier injury law firm, is a tough, dedicated legal team that will fight to get you the compensation. 212-593-7600 or visit harrislawnyc.com.
At Harris Law, we searched public records until we uncovered a pre-accident fire marshal's report that directed the landlord to replace those very steps. We proved that the landlord knew the steps were a hazard well before her accident. That's how we got Sandra $925,000.
Call Harris Law today. 212-593.
All right, take care, Kevin Martin. Ken Martin, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been on the radio much. I'm posting videos almost every day now. RT08. I use the S-Spy U-Loop on my SDR play. Yeah, U-Loop is great. I have a U-Loop. I don't have the S-Spy one. I plan to get that one soon. I'm going to get the official S-Spy one, though. I plan to buy that one soon. Maybe when I get paid on the 21st, I'll probably buy that one. Thank you for reminding me. I think I might get that one, actually. Elmer time, 92.3. Over here is KGON. Hard Rock Station. Okay, cool. All right. Let me, I'm going to put a medium wave one and see how it performs. I'm going to switch this to the medium wave. Medium wave is very finicky. Medium wave is very finicky because you really have to, well. James Harley. Well. Okay, let me put medium wave and see if, you know, let me try to, I'm going to put it on low. Let me tune this up. Let me turn on the radio. And I'm going to go to medium wave. I'm going to go to medium wave.
Well,
1520 out of Buffalo, New York, WWKB. I noticed one thing about this. Let me just lower the volume and I'll tell you about it. Actually, let me turn it off. I noticed on medium wave with this radio, when the display is on, right? When the display is on, the noise does go up a bit. As soon as the display turns off, right? I know my phone is going crazy right now. Sorry about that. The noise drops. I want you to hear it again. Here we go. Pay attention. So the display does introduce a little bit of noise. Okay? I'm going to put it back on here. Hear that? Yeah, it has a tuning capacitor and a switch. You hear that? The noise went away. You hear that? You hear that? So as soon as the display goes away, the noise drops. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, you see, capacitor, okay, tuning, very capacitor. It just has a large knob, but I'm gonna try KXCL. Let's try KXCL. Yeah, you can, yeah, of course, you can, you know, change it around. You can do that. But I have limited space here, that's why. But the problem with KXCL what I noticed lately with this radio, I'm getting harmonics. 770 WABC came in on 1540 on this radio with this antenna. So I'm getting harmonics. So, but right now I didn't get it. You heard it right there. I didn't get it this time. So let me try 1550. Nah, nothing going on. I'm going to try 1610. There you go, Canada. You heard it, right? But there you go. 1610 out of Canada. 1610 out of Canada, baby. Right there, baby. That's a low power station out of Canada. $16.10 CHHA. Play Spanish music. That's what they play, Spanish music. Wow, they're picking it up with the little loop. Wow, that's a DX. That's a DX right there. That's a DX. I think that station is 1,000 watts. That's it. I think it's 1,000 watts. It may be less, actually. I don't know. I have to look it up. Out of Toronto, Canada. Let me put it up here. Now, I got it on a tripod. I'm sorry. Sorry for the focus. I got it on a tripod and it's extended. Wow, that's impressive. Holy moly, that's impressive. Wow. WPTX out of Lexington, Maryland, another low power station. Let me try to tune it in. There we go. Oh, you can hear it now. See? The screen went dead, and you can hear it better now. WPTX out of Lexington, Maryland. DX. Another low power station. I'm going to let you hear the music now. Yeah, exactly, James. If you turn the antenna, you can know it, but I don't have space here. It's very limited space. There's a small shelf. But if I was outside, I would have locked in. And I'm indoors in the dungeon. Elmer Tom, I was in Toronto a couple of times. Interesting place, yeah. So that's Toronto, low power station. There you go. Pretty cool. I want to hear one station, and if I can pick it up with this one, it'd be nice. I'm gonna go on shortwave with this one. Hold on. I'm gonna put the donut shortwave antenna on the little one, and let's go to. I'm gonna try CHU first. Let's try CHU. CHU, right? I'm gonna switch. Put the switch on low. Although the antenna actually goes above 4 megahertz. But let's see. Let me put a band. It's gonna be let's see if it picks up CHU. Let's see if it picks up CHU. Huh? Sheesh. I'm gonna have to tune it in. Sorry. Hold on. This antenna, it only could go down to 4 megahertz. You see 4 megahertz? That's the lowest. So I can't tune that. I can't tune that one. I just brought it down to 4 megahertz. I can't tune it. But it's picking it up. All right, let's try that one. 5 megahertz. All right, let's switch band. Okay, band. There you go. Yeah. Proof is in the pudding, baby. The antenna works. Antenna works. Yeah, I know, right? It is. It's magic. It's magic, baby. I'm tuning a little bit. Okay, let me get up to like actually, you know what? Let me go to the next band. 6K. Can I get CFRX? I can barely hear it, but anyway, let me go up to anyway, let me go to the next band. Trying to pick up some hams. Anyway, let me try CHU. Nah, forget it. Let me try another band. There's no problem I'm fine with this one. Kind of falls off from here. Yeah. I'm going to try one band. Let me see. Here we go. Let me try that. Let's try this one. Nothing. I had to try it. Let me see. Let me check that one out. Okay, 13. Okay, let me see that. There you go. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. I can hear it though. Let the. There you go. Ready New Zealand. I said, oh my God. There you go. Be right back. Let me try to turn a little more. Let me go all the way down here. And let me go. There we go. I can hear it. I can hear it, but I can hear it. Wow. Yeah, I know. I miss Radio Australia. I can hear it. Radio New Zealand, baby. On the SI 4732 mini pocket radio with the donut shortwave antenna tuned in. I hear the music. Smash the like. That's a DX. Let me get this video out of the way. Let me. Sounding better now, right? I know, bro. I'm in the basement, bro. I got Christmas lights on and everything. That's a DX, bro. No, not the wrench. Maybe this guy. His metal. There you go. Oh, the wrench? Yeah, the wrench. I can hear it. I can hear it right here. I can hear it. I know it don't translate well through the live stream, but I can hear it. Maybe, yeah. It probably is acting as a reflector. Are you talking about the Rayovac or the diehard? It's a diehard. I got a diehard right here. That's the magic of this basement. I'm telling you. It's the magic of this basement. That's why I love this spot. This is my spot. Here go my little Audi. I'm going to try with this one. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to try with the TF6686. Let me switch the radio. Maybe this one can pull it in a little more. Let me bring it over here. And I'm going to tune up to that. Without turning that wheel. That wheel's locked in. I don't want to mess with that wheel. Let me try this one. 1 hour and 23 minutes in the books. Smash that like button, baby. You guys are awesome, bro. I love you guys. Okay, let's turn it on. And I'm gonna scan really fast. Oh, let me put it right here like that. Sorry. Let me scan really fast. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Let us scan really fast up there. Thank you. I really appreciate that. There's no channel. There's no other channel like yours, Danny. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We can go along for the ride. Thank you. Yeah, I used to look up to somebody else, but I don't know what happened to him. He just, I love the guy. I still love the guy, but he's losing his way. You know me, I like to be spontaneous.
500 miles. Listening performed by Scottish duo The Proclaimers.
And mind you, I'm still locked in on Radio New Zealand with the switch and everything. I'm not tuning because I don't want to mess with that. That's really locked in from the small radio, okay? So I'm going to let it go up there. If it catches anything, it catches it. That's a caveat right there. Hey, hello, Chrissy.
Number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I want to see if this one can catch it. Yeah, late night. I want to see if I can get ready in New Zealand with this one loud and clear. Yeah, I'm getting there. I need to scan up there. I'm scanning up there. I want to scan up there. Trying to scan up there. I'll be up there sooner than later. I'll be up there. Hey, hello, Chrissy. I hope you're doing well, my friend. RRT08 New Zealand playing bluegrass right now. I'm getting there. I'm scanning my way up there. That's why I switched the antenna. I switched radio. I still got this one locked in on that frequency. So hopefully this one will will stop right there. Otherwise, I'll tune myself there. So I'm just trying to get up there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get up there. 13. What is it? 6. I forgot what. Anyway, it'll find its way up there. Let me check out the chat. So it'll be up there sooner than later. It's just the problem with this one doesn't have a keypad. And if you want to, it's a pain. So I'd rather just scan up there and see what else I can pick up along the way. Of course, the antenna's already tuned in to Radio New Zealand from the other radio. So it should lock in. No, yeah, exactly. That's another thing. This radio scans pretty quick. That's why I'm letting it scan. It's actually faster than me. It's actually faster for me to let this one scan and manually do it. It's just a headache. That's one of the down things about this radio. It's just, there is a version of this radio with the keypad now. So you can get that radio. It's actually much nicer looking too with the keypad. But who knows? Maybe I might pick up that radio too. And let's see how my channel. My channel is doing better this month. I got 21,000 views, 160 subscribers. I earned about $60 this month alone. So, yeah, much better. There you go. Yeah, it's picking up. My channel's picking up a little steam now. And finally it's picking up a little steam. So the thing is, I got to be pumping out videos every day. YouTube is rewarding me right now. So I got to ride that wave. Got to get on the surfboard and ride that wave. Okay, it's approaching 1300, so let's see if it locks in there. Otherwise, I'm going to manually tune it back there. And thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. That too. Yeah, I'm not worried about tariffs yet. Let's see if it gets. It might bypass it though. Yeah, it passed it. Okay. So yeah, I gotta stop it. So I'm gonna switch it to manual, and I'm gonna tune down. There you go. Hey, I got it. Well, it sounds better here. There you go, Radio New Zealand with the donut shortwave antenna. good, especially for that little antenna. You gotta be impressed by it. That little antenna is bringing in the DX. Proof is in the pudding, baby. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Yeah, exactly. Cheers. I love you guys. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. No, it's on this side. It's right here, bro. It's on this side. It's closer to me. That's too far out. inch. Anyway, half inch. Half inch. I got a whole bunch of them. I use those for my tennis. Then I have this one. I have this adjustable, crazy one. Yeah, half inch. Welcome to the dungeon. The DX dungeon. Cheers. Trying to get double digits. Use the wrench. Yeah, I know. I make. There we go. Yeah, it's a corner right here. I'm stuck in this corner. Oh. Here we go, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, sorry. Oh, look at that. That wrench, baby, the wrench. Wrench power. I know. I know. It's the last of the Mohegans. I know it's sad too, you know, it is sad. I know it is sad that it's one of the last of the it's one of the last of the old school, you know, pure, you know, shortwave stations. Especially long distance ones. Yeah, it is. It is. So it's always a treat to catch it. Wow. So anybody has doubts about this antenna now? It works. It works. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up for this antenna right now. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Yeah, piano song. There you go. All right, there we go. I'm going to try the medium wave band, and then let me try the medium wave band. I want to try a couple of stations, and then so let me put the medium wave antenna. And talking about us, yeah. Yeah, these are high Z. These are the HF antennas are high Z. So they're not 50 ohms. I mean, in here, you in this radio, there's no option to set it up. But when you use the Malahit, the Malahit has the option in the settings. If you want high Z or 50 ohms, you got to select high Z. That's the only radio. And I think the Belka has it, but I don't own the Belka. I think the Belka has that option too. But this radio does not have that option to switch antennas. All right, let me put it on. I'm going to see if I can get KXCL. I'm going to get KXCL on this one. And then I can wrap it up. I'm going to get a nice and... so let me go to... Yeah, exactly. All radios that have telescopic are high Z, exactly. Yeah, it's coming in, but yeah, we'll do that in the future. Have the Turk next to these two. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that too. station. Let me try another station.
Warning, this is...
Trade deals.
The cookie caress.
Cuba. That's Cuba. You can hear it. I can hear the Spanish music. I can hear Cuba. That's Cuba. Radio Progreso. Desde La Habana, Cuba. Not the best, but I can hear it. No, on the mini radio, it overloads. Oh, James Farley. This radio is better shielded. On the mini one, no. This station overloaded. Is overloaded. And I get harmonics on that radio. On this one, is better shielded. This radio is better built for this antenna. So yeah, I'm going to say this radio is better built for this antenna. The mini radio, it works, but you get a lot of harmonics too. I got a few of them. Outside, I would have been hearing Cuba right now. In here, it's a lot of noise, but this antenna is doing good. It's doing good. To be honest, it's doing good. Yeah, right now it's fading. Yeah, a lot of noise in here. Yeah, and 5:30 is gonna be noisy. If I go down 5:30, forget it. 5:30 on this radio right now is noisy. Unlike the MLA30, you heard it the other day. I was feeling them. But this antenna in here is very noisy. I'm hearing 600 on this radio. Uh, 600. I pick up two stations, either the one for Canada or Cuba. Yeah, that's Canada. North Bay, Ontario, CFCO. Country station. And then that's it. I have LED lights in here too. So, I'm going to say we can agree that these antennas are good, working well. They're working, the guy that told me that this antenna is not wired, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But, you got your negative Nellies and whatever, Oh, shit. Fucking, I dropped it. Oh, shit, I dropped my antenna. Oh, no. There you go. Okay. I dropped the radio. I dropped the antenna. I don't care about, I care about my radio more than the antenna. Let me put this one.
Shark Tank fame. He's also a venture capitalist. Well, earlier.
You see right now, with this one, I get noise. Hear that? Just get noise. And turn on, get noise.
Your results, sir.
It's too noisy in here. See? You see that? So, can't do it with this one. So that's what I'm saying. You can't. I'm telling you, outside, it would have been better. Yeah, not a bad investment for $20, exactly. Anyway, so I've been out for 2 hours and 3 minutes. I have fun with you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to have a couple of more, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep like a baby. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later on. And you have a good morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.